So what actually is willpower?
Well, I define willpower as the ability to do what you really want to do, your big goals, even when it's difficult or some part of you has other ideas, other temptations, or other instincts. And what's been most interesting to me is to learn that willpower is actually a biological capacity, a biological instinct, a lot like other instincts we have, like the stress response. And it's not so much a personality trait or a moral virtue that you either have or you don't have.
I see. And so are there particular regions of the brain then that enable our willfulness?
Yeah, so the biological aspect of willpower is in both the brain and in the body. And a willpower challenge basically asks your brain to remember your long-term goals, to override other impulses, including stress or desire. And there are regions of the brain that are very important for that, areas at the front of the brain, right behind your forehead, behind your eyes, in the prefrontal cortex. But it also turns out that your body has to shift into a different mode, not just your brain. So when you are controlling your impulses and moving towards your goals, you have a response that's pretty much the opposite of the fight-or-flight stress response. Your heart rate slows down, your breathing deepens, and basically the whole body and the brain prepare you to pause and to reflect rather than to act on impulse.
Is it the case that some of us just have a greater propensity for willpower, or can we train ourselves to be more resistant to temptation?
Well, there probably are some basic genetic differences in how easy it is or some brain differences. But what I found is that everyone has at least one area in their life where they feel like they don't have any willpower or any control. And what the science shows is that the willpower is absolutely trainable. And willpower is actually often referred to as a muscle in the scientific literature, in that it can be exercised and it can be trained just like a physical muscle, or just like you can train your heart to have better cardiovascular strength and endurance.